If you could go back in time to meet one great Jewish hero that lived in a previous generation, who would you like to meet? If you could only meet one, and it would be a couple minutes of an interview, of a give and take to try to get one piece of advice from them, who would you want to meet? Would it be 2 minutes with our leader, our Raya Neman Moshe Rabbeinu? Would it be a couple minutes with King David HaMelech to understand how to connect to the Almighty? Would it be to get the wisdom from King Solomon? Would it be a couple minutes to learn how to be a proper Jew in modern times with a session from the Chavetz Chaim? I feel like we all connect to certain idols of our past, and everyone has that one person that they really connect to and wish to meet. For me, it's not a question. I would give up a lot to meet Rav Yeruchom Levovitz, the great spiritual dean of yeshivas Mir during the Roaring 20s, who is my idol, who is really what this entire motivation congregation is based on. It's what I seek to try to give over a small nugget of his seemingly vast and endless wisdom every day, and he's someone who was described by Reb Chaim Ozer Grodzinski as the light of the Torah world. And now I want to highlight one attribute that he expertly crafted and built in himself, and hopefully it will bring kind of a powerful message to us. You see, there was once a time that Rav Yeruchom Levovitz was standing, and he called over his Talmud, his close student, Rav David Povarsky, and he told him to look down, and when he did, he saw a bloody napkin. And when Rav David Povarsky saw this bloody napkin, he looked up at his Rebbe, Rabbi Yeruchom, in bewilderment. What's going on? Is somebody bleeding? Should we call Hatzalah? And Rav Yeruchom said that I was so nervous about the spiritual well-being of my son that I was coughing up blood. And I am fearful that I have not given the same devotion and dedication, and I'm not nervous the same way about my other students. Rav Yeruchom Levovitz was the most expert mechanech. Rav Yeruchom Levovitz was devoted to every Talmud in a way that has really rarely been seen. There was once a time that Rav Yeruchom was absent from night Seder. He never missed learning at yeshiva at nighttime with the Bachrim, and when he was not there, the Bachrim were worried. And when he showed up the next morning, the Bachrim went over to him, Rebbe, Mashgiach, are you okay? And he said, yes. But out of all the 200 students that I have, there's one that I don't have a full grip on his idiosyncrasies, his milos, what he's good at, where his confidence lies, and how to help him with his certain shortcomings. And there was a wedding in his family, and I saw and I knew that he was going to be there. So I went to the wedding to try to see how he dances, to see if I could pick up on something that needs some help and where I can learn about his personality to try to educate and help him. You hear? You hear what a mechanech is? And it's not just to try to buy in and really learn about Rav Yeruchom, because we have modern day moras and mechanchen that have followed in his shadow that also cough up blood daily about their students. I'm here to give a message to say that we must appreciate our moras, as that famous song goes. We stand up for the moras because it's a 24-hour job, and we know that we don't pay our teachers very well. We do the best we can, but it's probably not enough, and we know that there's a real movement to do it, but we don't necessarily know the famous teaching of Rashbi, unlike his others. That when he says in Yerushalmi and Chagiga that if a town should crumble, God forbid, you should know it's because they didn't properly support and encourage their Rabbeim and their Moras, their teachers. We learn from Rav Yeruchom Levovitz how important it is to educate. We learn from our Parsha what it means that when Moshe was considered the parents of Aaron's kids because he taught Torah to them. We know that our teachers, they work 24 hours a day, educating, helping our children, giving it all up, leaving it all on the line, coughing up blood. We stand up for the Moras. Support them monetarily. Support them with all that you got. Call them, help them, encourage them. Because absent these teachers, God forbid, towns crumble.